Laid off, feeling blindsided, you're not alone. With layoffs hitting corporate America and now even the federal government, it's more important than ever to have a plan. In this video, I'll walk you through the first steps to take after a layoff so you can regain control, bounce back, and come out stronger. So let's dive in. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Twanna, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an executive coach for Black women. Today's topic is one that hits home for many of us: layoffs. You might be watching this right now because you were just blindsided by the news yourself, or maybe you're feeling anxious because there's a potential downsizing coming in your company. Whatever the reason, know this: you are not alone. So take a deep breath, grab a cup of coffee, and let's dive into what you should do first after a layoff. Number one, you do want to acknowledge your emotions. It's the first thing to do. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, angry, embarrassed, ashamed, or even scared. It's the first thing to do. It's like being the kid not picked for a team or the one who got cut. It just feels lousy. A layoff can be a huge blow to your confidence and financial security. So don't bottle up those emotions. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist, or a coach. There's absolutely no shame in seeking support during this really tough time. Number two, understand your severance package. Now, let's get practical. You got to take some time to carefully review that severance package if you have one. This will detail your financial compensation, as well as continuation of health insurance benefits and any outplacement services, such as a career coach, right? That's offered by your company. Do not hesitate to ask HR for additional clarification on anything that's not clear. Number three, you want to secure your finances. Do an assessment of your financial situation. Create a budget to understand your essential expenses. It will tell you how long your severance package is going to last, or how long your savings are going to last. And if needed, prioritize cutting back on discretionary spending. This might not be ideal, but it will give you some breathing room while you search for your next opportunity. Next, file for unemployment. Depending on your location, you might be eligible for benefits, for unemployment benefits. So don't miss out on this financial support. Look into the process for filing for unemployment in your state. Network, 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 right? Because you're going to get that job search rolling, and your network is your most valuable asset during a layoff. Reach out to former colleagues, connect with people on LinkedIn, and let your network know you're in the market for a new position. So I know what some of y'all saying. Look, I ain't reached out to these people in about 2 years, 3 years, a year. I coach my clients, you should always be networking, always network. It's the thing to do so that if you get hit by something unexpected, you don't feel funny. Ask. Understand that networking is about building relationships. Relationships are about give and take. Networking is not about, hey, I need you now, but the other times I ain't worried about you and whatever, I don't care. No, you're building relationships and you're trading, you're giving as well as receiving. The more people who you know that know you're available, the better chance you have of landing that dream job. And if you're rusty with networking, never fear. Grab my copy of my free guide. I show step-by-step process how to network on LinkedIn in about 30 minutes per week. You ain't got to spend 3 or 4 hours in about 30 minutes. Now, if you're not working, obviously you can spend more time, but at the bare minimum, I teach you to spend that 30 minutes, how to break it down, who you're reaching out to, and then what you're seeing to build that relationship. Next, update your resume and your LinkedIn profile, because while you're networking, you can't forget to polish that resume as well as your LinkedIn profile. You want to highlight your accomplishment, not your duties, but your accomplishments and your skills that are relevant to your target job titles. Consider getting your resume reviewed by a career coach. A lot of career coaches out there offer that. A strong resume that showcases your value is the key to making a great first impression with potential employers and with your recruiters. Then next, focus on your well-being. Remember that job searching is a marathon, not a sprint. Taking care of yourself is crucial. Maintain a healthy sleep schedule, eat nutritious meals, and exercise regularly. This is so important. Some of us, when we're nervous and we're anxious, we don't eat, right? That's not good for you. And then some people like me, right? When I get nervous, when I was in this position, I didn't have a job, I was looking for one, I eat. That's what I do when I get nervous. I eat. I eat a lot. I got caught up with those little 1-year-old birthday cakes Walmart used to make. I got caught up in those. At first, it was one a week. I would buy one while my kids were in school, and I would eat it before they came home. And then that one cake became two cakes, and then the two cakes became sometimes three cakes per week. And they're little baby cakes, but I was eating three of those a week. The problem was I gained about 30 pounds that first month that I was looking for work. And when it's time for an interview, I was out of my clothes. I couldn't fit. I couldn't fit, right? So that's why you want to pay attention to what you're eating, especially again, if you're like me, you eat when you're nervous, and you do want to exercise regularly. And definitely don't underestimate the power of self care during this really challenging time, right? Being laid off can be a setback, but it doesn't have to define you. It can feel like a huge setback. This is an opportunity to really evaluate your career goals and land an even better job. Or if you're like me, when I considered I was being managed out from the federal government, I reevaluated and decided to become an entrepreneur. I was running two businesses part time. It makes sense for me to be an entrepreneur, and maybe it makes sense to you. But that's what you can decide during this time that you're reevaluating your career. Definitely stay positive, leverage your network, and focus on what you can control. For a deep dive into 3 steps to master a career transition, check out this video next. Mastering your next career transition after a layoff. It'll be up here in this corner when it pops up. Thanks for watching. Ready to turn today's clarity into real progress? I'd love to support you. Click the link in the descriptions to connect. I'm Dr. Twanna, an executive coach for Black women, and I'll see you in the next one.